What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SHAREfactory, or the J is one, and I got a lot of shit to talk about. So, if you couldn't tell by the intro, well, hopefully this title will help you. Cue the intro! Alright, so yes, I'm going to be ranting about Apple or the iPhones, particularly the iPhones and iPad and iPod and whatever. So, um, well, to introduce my first point, I have like a a little short intro, so cue it! Alright, so my first point is these things are hella easy to break. Yes, now I've never had an iPhone in my life because, well, I think they suck, and the reason, well, one of them is they're breakable. And I mean, these things are hella easy to break. I mean, you drop those things, screen cracked, and it's not just a tiny, no, the thing is cracked. Or maybe like when it freezes because you haven't turned it off in a year or whatever, and then, well, you're gonna have to wait for it to die because you can't take the back off, or unless you break it and try to do that. But I mean, really, these things are just easy to break. I mean, I've seen people drop them and they don't even work after one drop. Or maybe if you drop them on some tile, the screen is gone. You can't even operate the screen. Like, I know my friend Jacob, he has this shitty, I think it's an iPod. I don't even know what kind of Apple product it is. I know it's like an iPhone or something, but the screen is gone. He dropped it once straight. The screen just fell straight to the floor and just cracked, and then the whole thing was just cracked. I mean, those things are just so fragile, and it's, God, they just suck. Next point. Well, actually, not my next point. Just kidding, just kidding. Next point. Alright, so this next point is that those piece of shit phones are a waste of money. And yes, you cannot deny, well, pretty much any phone's a waste of money, to be in my opinion. But I'm just saying that these phones in particular, the fact that they break so easily means that you have to spend more money fixing it. Oh, and don't even get me started on how many of the same phone they release. It's like 10 iPhone 5s, there's like 1,000 iPhone 6, and now it comes iPhone 7. These things release like once a month. Like, okay, I know that's an exaggeration, but they release like every year, like 2 of the same phone every year. It's like, bro, nobody wants an iPhone 6s or 6s Plus or 6s okay? It's like nobody cares, dude. Just let us, Apple, just let us have one phone for like at least 3-4 years. But no, those things hit the ground, they're gone anyways. I mean, oh, and the Macs, those are probably some of the worst computers out there. And it's like, bro, nigga. But yeah, it's God, what am I even trying to say? I'm just kidding. But these things aren't even good. Okay, so if they're gonna release another iPhone 80 in 2 days, okay, okay, so you buy that iPhone 80, alright, and next month they're releasing the iPhone 81. Like, what the fuck? Alright, what's the point of buying one then when they're just gonna put another one out there and then another one of that version? Oh, and don't even get me started on the smaller version when those phones are already small. Like, well, I mean, I don't have an iPhone, but the ones that I've seen are really small and they're weak. Bring me, like, okay, say I accidentally drop my iPhone, alright, I don't have one, but just pretend I have the iPhone 6s, alright, and it hits the ground, screen's cracked, go to Walmart or some other phone fixing place, and they fix my screen for $100, alright, well, I drop it again, well, I gotta get it fixed, damn it. Next point. Alright, so, this point, I wouldn't say I've already talked about it, but there's some parts in this point that I've already talked about. But the main thing is, why? Just, why are Apple things so bad? And I'm talking about, why do they break so easily? Because that's just stupid. Why can't you be like Samsung and make things that are shatter resistant or whatever? I mean, I have a Samsung phone, so I mean, I'm on the best of the best. But Apple people, and then people think Apple's better when it obviously isn't. They're too small. Like, okay, I guess there's some phones that aren't that small, but I mean, mainly they are too small. They break too easily. You can't take the battery out unless you break the back open. Now, I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but I'm just saying, they break way too easily, and they freeze, and so you can't. Oh, and oh, don't even get me started on why don't they show the back button, the home button, and or you know that one button that makes you see what all your apps are. I mean, oh my god, it's like, why Apple, why are you so stupid? Apple, just learn how to make a good product that knows how to work and doesn't break the moment it hits the ground from 2 inches above the ground, Apple. And oh, the gaming on Macs is the worst because you can barely get any games. Like, oh my god, it's just it's just bad and stupid how much they cost, how they're released a new one every like 2 months. Like, basically it's like Call of Duty, except that it's worse. There we go. It's worse. Shit. Okay, it's bad. It's bad. In fact, it is bad. It's the definition of bad. It's just, kill yourself, Apple. Kill yourself. Samsung is always going to be better than you, unless you learn how to make phones that don't hit the ground from 2 inches above the ground and just explode. Okay, you make phones and computers and tablets with at least within a year apart, instead of making 6S, 6SS, 6 Plus S, 6S Plus, 678. Okay, what are you guys doing all day? Just, oh, hey, I had an idea for a new 6S. Oh, me too. Oh, you know what? Instead of using one of those, let's use all 10 of them. Yeah. Like, come on, Apple. That's stupid. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this. Apple make phones that, please, 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 are actually water resistant. Alright, I've seen people drop iPhones into a pool. It's bad. Why? I mean, one, why would you even bring your phone to a pool? Like, I mean, like, sure, like, if it's your home pool, just leave that in the house. But if it's like a public pool, leave that with your grandma, who doesn't want to get herself wet. Okay, and then you won't lose your stupid iPhone that you wasted $800 on in the first place. Next point. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What is this point? Illuminati? What? But trust me, I have proof. I stood up all night thinking of this, and I finally got it. Apple. Apple is a fruit, but it's also a brand. Raisin Bran. It sounds familiar, right? Shoes. Shoes have brands. What else is a brand? Nike. Nike makes shoes. Something's not right, though. We wear shoes when we walk. Apple Watch. Apple Watch. It goes on your wrist when you walk. Walk the plank. In PE, I do planks. Planks are hard to do for fat people. People are sometimes fat. People People buy iPhones. iPhones are made by Apple. Apple is a brand. Raisin Brand is a cereal. Serial killer. I want to be a killer when I grow up, but I can't kill on camera. I make cameras. Videos are made with cameras. I'm making a video right now. And if this means, if I'm making a video while actually recording a video at the same time, then that means Samsung is actually an iPhone because they're both phones, and phones rhymes with phony. Phony is fake. Another word for fake is phony. Phony rhymes with Sony. I am playing on the PS4 right now, which is made by Sony. In conclusion, iPhones are Illuminati. Confirmed.